Hello everyone, how are we doing? It's very warm in the UK. Please do excuse any fan noises you hear. Just let me know if they get annoying. Oh, it's warm because it's summer. It's very warm because it's summer. This here is from an automatic cat feeder, and it's for keeping things cold in it. And right now, it's keeping me cold. Because, Rowan, you can chat! You can chat! I think. Hang on. let me just press the button to make sure you can chat. You can definitely chat. There you go. Perfect. Welcome on in. Fuck. Sub-ended. You're getting 4... Oh, no, B. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. 4 ads. That's ridiculous. Let's get that sub up and running again. Oh, anyway, I'm going to plug this in. There we go. Oh, and by plug this in, I mean the cooling thing. Anyway, welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm going to click new game now, because apparently this is one of those games that just starts when you open it, so... Oh. Let's get going. But how are we all doing? I hope you're all not as warm as I am. I am very greatly suffering, I will not lie. Very greatly suffering. Just not used to it. Like, and before anyone comes at me from America with your the 20s is not that bad. Houses are made to retain heat in the UK, okay? We have this argument every summer. Anyway, just watch me turn ever increasingly red and you'll be able to gauge how bloody warm it is based on that. Anyway, shall we get started? Yes, I'll erase this current save data, which is literally... You're a comfy 24.5 degrees C. Let you chat. Let you chat! You should be able to chat, Rowan. If you're not able to chat, I do apologise. I don't know why it's not letting you. Anyway, shall we get going? Oh. So, what remains of Edith Finch? You shall find out. Oh, do you know what? It's so warm I've forgotten to fucking tweet that I'm live as well. Oh, it's a happy... I don't know. I've never played it. Never played it, Badger. Why? Do you know something I don't? Do you know something I don't? Oh God, it's so bloody warm. Right, let me just tweet and let people fucking know I'm live, and then we'll get on it. Oh, I swear. But why? Do you know something I don't? You haven't played, but you know a few things. Oh, lovely. See, I've seen a couple of things. I can't remember if I've ever seen anyone play a little bit of this game. But, yeah. Let me have a look. Right, copy that. Tweet this out. You get to see the whole behind the scenes here for now. Happy family, so that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's a happy-go-lucky family story in which nothing bad happens and everything is fine. This is what I thought. Right, shall we jump on it and have a look? Edith Finch, with a broken hand, apparently. Oh, I have to hold it entirely.
Going to make sense to you.
Let me know how the audio level is and everything as well.
I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
A house. Oh, here we go. Hopefully everything's working okay for you. Everything's behaving.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Only reason I asked that is because I had some issues before I went live where it was sort of was getting a bit stutter. So if we get a bit of stutter, just let me know and I'll see what I can do to fix it. I think I worked out what it was, and it was downloading a very large game. Let's have a look. What do we got? Ooh, post. Oh, I literally have to...
Inside the mailbox,
oh my God, I have to move the mouse.
Marked urgent. Open immediately.
Probably over the time for that. Urgent. Open immediately.
My brother Lewis's funeral.
What the Jesus Christ just happened there?
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Door? Maybe?
Maybe she thought I'd know.
I like these letters
Or
that I can just sort
she
of
thought
walk
the
into
mystery
and
would
they,
have to bring me back.
Main road. What's this? What's this side road? Let's pick up the side. Hello, buddy. Are you warm as well? I think he's warm as well. Ugh. I am too bloody warm.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Mm-hmm. I like these letters that I just sort of walk into and they smash apart. Oh,
The
this
house is exactly like
this is
I
the house,
remembered it,
apparently.
the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Do you think that's got planning permission? Do you think this is one of those places where, like, you live so remotely that planning permission doesn't apply to you? Is that, would you... Right, here's a question for you. Would you want to live in that very top? That very top one there? Or would you not want to live in that very top one there? Because views / stilts. This is America, fuck your building codes. Fair. Perfectly fair. That's your house, Trickster. You live here, do you? Do you live in the very top bit there? Is that where you sit and look out over the sea and do your coding? Feels like the Weasley house. A little bit, actually. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's a little bit like the Weasley house. Anyway, shall we? Let's go have a look inside. Oh, well, shift does not run, shift zooms. Sam, are you rubbing your chest with an ice pack? Yes. I'm also rubbing my head with an ice pack. In fact, I may just sit like this with an ice pack on top of my head for a little bit. If you don't... Oh, that's beautiful. I wonder how long I can balance this.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable.
Bets on as to whether it falls off first or whether I get brain freeze first.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
Oh, buddy,
afraid of
are
the
you
house.
warm? Tell you, the cats are the ones that are suffering the most. Buddy, do you want this ice pack? Would you like an ice pack? Oh no, I don't know if you saw that. You probably didn't. Gave it a sniff and just didn't like it. I've done that thing where you get an ice pack. What the fuck, Dad? Where you get an ice pack and you wrap it in a tea towel, and I've just left them around. Wouldn't the ice pack in your neck work better? Potentially, actually, yeah. It's just sort of... Oh, that's... Oh my god, that's glorious. It fell off. Fine. Cat was not... But a cat is never impressed. None of my cats are ever impressed with anything. There we go. I can go at the back of my neck. You'll just see it every now and again. But no, we've done that thing where you wrap up an ice pack in a tea towel and just left them around the house. The cats fucking love it. Like, they look suspiciously at it, and they're like, why would we want that? But then they show up like half an hour later and they have a suspicious cold spot on their side. So...
I hope the key might unlock the front door.
Jesus Christ.
It didn't.
Did that just get really loud? Or was that just me? I think I turned up my headphones somehow.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Oh, there's a lot of movement going on with this mouse. Hang on, can I... As in, it's not particularly sensitive. Hang on, let me see if I can... There we go, let's turn up the mouse sensitivity. Okay. Yeah, the poor cats are suffering, especially Teleri because she's big and chonky, and Gaia because she's literally all fluff. They're not having the most fun. You hear it under the armpit is meant to be good. Are we just going to cycle this thing around? It's pulse points, isn't it? It's like you're supposed to cool yourself down by putting it there as well, aren't you? Rusty, how you doing? Welcome on in. Where do you think the optimal place to put an ice pack is so you don't absolutely melt? We're debating. Oh, jeez. Right, I'll try armpit. We'll try Trickster's plan of armpit. Place where the blood is close to the surface. Yeah, back of the neck. We were on back of the neck, and then Trickster's back of the neck was working the best. Trickster's suggested armpit. We're gonna try armpit for a bit. Right, let's try the side door. Oh no, apparently not. Apparently, I'm not trying the side door. I'm just crawling through
the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
I'm not surprised, given you had like 7-month-old, a 7-year-old even, urgent letters, which I assume some of which were bills. Trickster, I'm not going to lie, this may be working too well. It's making me cold. Back of the neck it is. There we go. As in, like, uncomfortably cold. Right, here we go. But yeah, pulse points it's supposed to be, isn't it? But there's no way I'll get it to sit. Oh, actually, I wonder if I could get it to sit. Hang on. I think Joe suggests at some point. What, under the armpit? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rest it underneath... Oh no, that's an uncomfortable position for my wrist. There we go. It's going to go there. Do you know what? This is the entire stream now, everyone. Just me moving this thing around.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Edie, Dawn, and Lewis. That's me. In loving memory of Lewis Finch. Beloved brother of Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Ah, so my brother is dead. There's actually a family tree here that you can see. And I am the only surviving member. There's my brother Lewis, died in 2010. Born in the same year as me. Interesting.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
You see, you say that, but my cat got sick of eating salmon.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
It's because everyone else was scared of the weird rickety house. There's also a Sam in the family tree. When did they die? 1950 to 1983. Wow, that Sam lasted a while. Flour saltwater yeast. Fanny Farmer Junior Cookbook. The Book of Something. The Smoke in the Forest. Cosmic Cuisine. The Pleasures of Japanese Cooking. Ooh, there's a very nice Arga. I don't actually know how linear this game
is. The
is.
table was still a wreck.
I believe relatively linear, but we're still going to do a little bit of a look.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Smile with too many teeth.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me.
White dot on the table by the wheelchair. I will have a look. Thank you very much.
After it sank.
I'm not gonna lie, like the game keeps grabbing the camera off me at weird points and moving it. Bookshelf seems like a hazard. Probably is a hazard. But yeah, it keeps grabbing the camera off me and moving it. You should only smile with around 1/3 of your teeth, but which third? Which third? I'm going to go with the back teeth. Back teeth only. Like that. I don't know. Oh, so there is B. Well done. Bottom third.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine.
The back ones is correct. I'm glad you agree, Trickster. Fun fact, actually, which isn't that fun when I think about it. My mother has told me to smother her before she ever goes to a nursing home. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Fun.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Yikes! My mother, God love her, is deathly afraid of losing her mind, like losing her faculties. Like, which is fair. It's fair. She is just deathly afraid of, like, losing. And like, I can agree. I can understand it. Could have at least have thought of a better way to go out. I think she's got this romantic vision whereby I stick a pillow over her head and she goes quietly and doesn't quite understand what suffocation
that my brother Milton was alive.
I cannot hear the name Milton without thinking of the fucking Suicide Squad movie now. If I get dementia, give me a heroin OD.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
This is the entire game. It's just working out which fucking door this key opens. Not gonna lie, this is about the kind of distribution of books in my house as well. Just every available flat surface.
Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Your mother just expects you to take care of her and dad in their old age, and you'll be wiping their asses. Yeah, I mean, you're creepy. There's,
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
I'm trying to think what the word is. Child. There's child love. And then there's also, whatever that is. Proto, your fortune, immutable as it is. Do you think Walker smashes everyone in the face with his special moves?
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Come on. When did I put these on my hands? I don't remember doing that.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Shame Walker. Oh, Walker's such a fucking racist. Badger, you might not have been here for my Final Fantasy X playthrough, but Jesus Christ, like, ask anyone. And I was very much against Walker apologists and how he was just such a fucking racist.
Had been here before me.
I'm with you on that one.
Reading this.
Oh, but don't worry, he got one Albed friend and decided they were all right. So, obviously it's fine now. Let's forgive all the previous racism. I'm not racist. One of my best friends is an Albed.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
This is a lovely pink room. Right. Damn, your fortune's... Yeah, your fortune's a tiny bit racist. So, I guess this is the point where we...
since Edie had spent a lot of time here.
We introduce the premise of this game, which I believe runs along the lines of...
I grew up
like,
looking
working out what happened. The token friend. Just as much fun as those people called Asa. Yes.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
So I think this is where we get into the premise. Oh,
I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
It's what I mean about it grabbing it off me every now and again. Right, here we go. The premise of the game, I believe, is to find out how all of our family members died. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen.
You know Mr. Blackman.
It started when
who's
Mom
suspiciously
sent me
white.
to bed
Yes, of course.
Dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Let's see if you have a better fortune. Go for it. Right, here we go. So we're reliving now. What was her name? Molly. A pumpkin.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, Oh! But, do you know what? I was like, I was trying to work out where you were going with that. I get it now. Because I knew the whole sort of as a black man, and then it's clearly a very white person. I knew that, and I was like, Was his name Asa? I'm with you. I'm with you. B, your fortune. Unchangeable is. We're up all night to get girthy. Sorry, B, it's your future. You can't change it, as previously mentioned.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Looks better with wrestling fans who remember Steve Blackman. Oh, God. Steve Blackman. Ooh,
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Badger, your future, unchangeable as it is. Join the Discord. All the weird people in one place. What could go wrong? It's true. It's very true. There we go. I've eaten the gerbil's food.
I kept eating and eating.
No. Don't eat toothpaste, kids.
I ate a lot of things that night.
That's poisonous. Holly is poisonous. What could go wrong? The unspoken subtitle of the game. Yep, no, Holly's poisonous. Well, this child is dead. This child is dead. Holly berries are very,
Then
very
I heard
fucking
chirping
poisonous.
outside my window.
Hello, Mr. Fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Yeah, don't eat Christopher. Or Christopher. Please don't eat Christopher. Eat the toothpaste,
There was a
sure, but
barn
not
swallow
Christopher.
going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Yes, do join the Discord, everyone. If you want more of whatever the fuck this is.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? And suddenly, I was a cat. Right,
I tried to
sure.
be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Well, this is very strange. Oh, okay, there's the bird. There we go. Suddenly Egyptian god. Precisely, yes. Suddenly, I was an Egyptian god. What? Oh, there we go. I always knew, always, from the day I was born, I knew that I was meant for greater things. So I'm a cat then. Okay, cool. So this is.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Enjoy your lurk, Rusty. What the actual hell? I want to get there, I think? No? Anyone see the bird? I am.
Now I was up in
Oh,
the
there we
big
go.
tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
In other news, small child slightly psychopathic.
gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
What?
Rabbits.
So does anyone know what the fuck is going on? Oh, good. Good, well.
And I didn't chew one bit. Then I
Owls
flew off
don't.
to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Where? Oh, a mama rabbit. Oh, good.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What the fuck is happening in this game?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat,
Drugs?
juicy
Drugs?
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Drugs? 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 Oh my god, okay, so, what? What? I've lost it. Perfect oh, God, well, Trickster understands. Trickster's going to explain to us all afterwards. I have lost it, apparently. It's just, oh, this is Trickster's daily nighttime. Oh, of course. Trickster this whole time has been some kind of animorph. Oh, what was that? There it is.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry.
Is this not normal for everyone? Oh, totally, yeah.
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, I see. Right, hang on. There we go. Did you say Trickster God's a shapeshifter? This is true. Oh my god. Trickster's secret is coming out. He is in fact a Trickster God.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Is verified chat only you weren't verified? Okay, right, that makes sense. Oh, well, okay, good. I'm just eating the person. Did that play, Trickster? I didn't hear it because I think it sort of happened in the middle of me doing a murder.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh, you know this game. Well, that makes one of us.
Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
I don't have to drag myself forward anymore, I'm just moving. Bet it's Marmite. Bet it. Oh, and then I'm going to be deathly allergic to yeast, aren't I? That's what it is. I'm climbing out of a toilet. Oh, hang on a minute. Have I guessed where this is going? Okay, I would like... Thank you.
I got closer and closer.
Vegemite. Salmiakki. Sure. Oh, yeah, this is the little girl's room. I am in the little girl's room.
All of my stomach started growling.
Eat her. I think that's what's gonna happen, yeah.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything.
I was about to say, how did I?
To fall asleep, but it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
So this is... I was gonna say who wrote this, and clearly I've written this. What?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Well. There you go. What? Apparently
I can't describe it.
Eaten by a monster.
I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Her general viscera? Oh, look at that. Owl. Rabbit. Are you just going to have to find out what everyone died of? I think that's the general idea, yeah, is we're going to work out. Like, we're going to find out everyone's story. Look at that. Look, and then sharks. And... overactive imagination, do you reckon? Not sure how that would cause death, but... Right, well, ooh. What do I do now? The berries? It's the... Oh, of course, she ate the... Oh, she ate the fucking holly berries, and then she's hallucinated everything else, yeah.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I'm glad you're here, Badger. We were all like, she was a magical transforming girl. And Badger's like, it was probably a hallucinogen.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got
Yeah,
along, and it was
it'll
a
have
good
been the
place to hide
berries.
from my mom.
I'd forgotten about the berries entirely.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
It was a dragon, I tell you, a dragon. Was a particularly wet baby photo.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
That would be an absolute
It was a pretty big trace.
ball ache to clean. I hate it. I don't know about the rest of you, but I hate it.
One summer, they
I
evacuated
do
the
not
island,
care for that
but
bathroom indeed.
Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Disgusting. You didn't see it. Oh, we'll go back in a minute, B, I think.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout
we'll go
Norway
back in
for
a
their
minute.
fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann.
Ingeborg. I'll work out what country that sounds like.
On January 7th,
Definitely somewhere sort of like
1937,
Nordic.
he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse
I am
behind.
digging my house.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly,
She just said Norway.
step
I
ashore
was
on
not
their
paying
new
attention.
home, Orcas Island.
Oh. This is almost entirely melted. That's how fucking warm it is.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
And we're back at the start. Okay. Oh, no, sorry. Play. Okay. How do I... Oh, there we go. Pull out a bit. Oh, there we go. Right, so we're filling in
Whatever's wrong with
Odin.
his family, it goes back a long ways.
Mysteries of Death and the Hereafter by Odin Finch. Goose! Right, the bathroom is through here, B. His family's fucked. Best not to have kids. Yeah, definitely don't have an entire family tree of them. Yeah, this is awful. This is awful.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Okay. Calvin Finch. Born
Sven
died.
gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Okay, so we're going to find out about Sam now. Milton. Can you imagine living in a house with your family where everyone's rooms were interconnected like this? I tell you what, sound would bloody carry like nobody's business. Most improved player, Sam Finch. Fort Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Sounds like a hoot if you actually... Yeah, if you
And
actually
that he never
liked your
talked about
family,
it.
it might be okay. I don't know, though. Like, even, like, family you like, I think eventually you'd get a bit fucking fed up of them always being there. Can you imagine it's like the middle of the night and you've got a headache and then... As kids... Oh, yeah, no, as kids it'd be fucking amazing. Can you imagine having a younger sibling who showed up while you were a teenager? Calvin. Let's find out what Calvin did. What could have killed you?
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember
As a teenager,
is
it'd be
that when he
terrible.
made up his
Precisely.
mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another
Bring a
mushroom,
date over.
and he did.
Or, yeah, can you imagine? Your younger
At
sibling
Barbara's
just
funeral,
shows up.
He swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin
I
always
don't like
wanted
this
to fly.
pointy fence that I'm swinging in front of.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready.
I don't like this
But
pointy
that day,
fence I'm swinging in
he
front
finally
of.
made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe
Oh,
if I hadn't said that.
oh, I'm getting a little bit sick.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Oh,
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I
Oh
want to
my
remember
God.
about my brother.
oh, I went around. Amazing. Oh, I'm going. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is very bad. Oh, this is not amazing.
He'd fly. And he did.
Wow.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Well, Calvin was dumb. Do you ever? I used to try that as a kid, but I never got that high. I'd always sort of wimp out after a certain point. And go, no, I'm not going any higher. This is scary. Why didn't they get rid of the
After
swing?
the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That's a good question. It's a very good question. Yeah. Oh, God. Can you imagine living your entire life with, like, I assume your twin painted on the door and they're like, oh, that's when they died. Let's continue measuring you for 7 years.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and
I
never
would
set
not be
foot in
doing
the
it.
room again.
Don't fucking blame him. Twitch payout threshold has been brought down to 50. Oh, amazing. Awesome. That's so cool. That's actually... Oh my God. What the fuck is going on with Twitch recently? They're doing good things. Very out of character for them. You like Edith's art? They're cool, aren't they? I'm not gonna
The
lie,
passages
I'm
were
slightly
pretty
jealous of them
tight
as
fit.
well, B.
They'd
I don't have any
obviously
nice
built for
knitted
smaller
arms.
hands and bellies.
Wait, oh, so this, hang on, that's one room. So what's this then? So this is another one, maybe? Yeah, no, let's go do that. Let's go. Can I go? Oh, I can go. Thank God. You had to pay their man wash them despite them being wool. Oh, I'm guessing, did she wash them incorrectly then, I'm taking it? Losing siblings hard enough in the
Growing
first place
up,
without living in
I
with a
always thought of
memorial in your
Barbara
room.
as a child
God,
star.
yeah. Can you imagine having a doll of yourself? That one no longer fits. Oh, that sucks, B. I'm sorry.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Good old Barbara. Happy birthday, Barbara. Barbara Street. Creepy clock. Dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's
Yes,
death,
starring
I'm
Barbara
surprised
Finch.
Edie saved this one.
Barbara was only 16, yeah. Oh.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star,
Seems like it's getting far for this
Barbara
family,
was
yeah.
famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But
Amazing.
in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror.
I'm hearing
What if I tried...
A gang
frustration.
of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
Who let this family have a table saw? Good
You're
question.
right. Also, I loved your delivery on that.
Why would you
Why is
allow
your
someone
basement
to
door
have a
locked?
table saw
Because
in
my
this
dad
family?
likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding.
There's a key hidden in the music
until
box. I imagine we're going to have to
finally
remember that.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Thanks, babe.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
So Barbara called the police.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found
This is
Rick's
almost the
crutch and
Halloween
imagined
music,
the
isn't it?
worst.
You let his family even have... I know. Where do you think this is going? Because I feel it's not going where we think it's going. Also, I don't know about you, I'm prepped for a jump. Oh, good, look, there's a creepy thing in here.
The gang's leader
Lovely.
is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled
To a happy
13
fun,
his
of
family
course.
10 years ago tonight.
Happy fun time. There's the table saw, where obviously he makes his creepy children totem poles. See that? Oh, the bloody handprint is because our dad cut his hand.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh, I can't turn around. I have to walk towards the fridge.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then
I am
furious.
Furious.
All I'm getting from you now is that you're
Oh
hurt
dear.
and
Whack.
confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I like the sort of cell-shaded thing we've got going on here.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh my god.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and
It's the hook man.
was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Fuck you, hook man.
And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Oh god.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Like... What do you reckon is actually... Do you reckon it's actually a murderer, or...
Hinges grown.
Fuck you, Hookman!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh, no, I've seen enough horror movies to know where this is going. I'm gonna go... Right. I'm gonna go down the stairs, and he's not gonna be there anymore. Yep.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Shock.
The door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the
Okay.
door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's
So,
the story.
do you reckon, like, overzealous fans, or what?
Is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Whoa, okay.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Boo. 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 I mean, proud of it, but boo.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay. Yeah, so that door won't open. Yeah, so what's people's reading on that? Overzealous
I
fans
guess
showed
now I
up
know why
and
Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
like murdered her or what? Or something else?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Obviously.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting
10
a
minutes
portrait.
ago.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
We'd have been best old buddies, old pals, if she wasn't dead.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
So they're locked. So it's basement. It's going to be basement next, isn't it? Okay. Intriguing.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Oh, I thought we were going to pull something out of here. Yeah, that door's been fucking sealed shut.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Don't bury people in a library. Bad for the books. Oh, a key. Now, do you reckon if you played the game before and you know that, you can keep winding it and get the key immediately? It's true, B.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
You do not. You're a poor subless. Oh, B, I'm so sorry. You deserve a sub. You do deserve a sub. You've been one of my most loyal friends. Ooh! Ooh, what? What are we oohing? Are we oohing the woodwork? Oh, Trickster, it's woodwork. You're going to have to critique the woodwork and how well the woodwork does. Sven. Dragon. Wood. Yes, indeed, woodworking stuff.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Package? I was so sure there was going to be something here, but apparently not. Apparently not. Do you have a table saw? Trickster, where's the table saw? Do you have a table saw, Trickster, that you almost chop your hand off with? It's very dark. There's the spooky fridge. Oh, we're going to open the spooky fridge. You have a table saw. There we go, Badger. Have you ever nearly chopped your hand off with it?
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Only hand tools. That's fair. You've not almost chopped your hand off with it. That is fair. That is probably the preferable way to go about it. Well,
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
What? Oh, good. So the family just have like a creepy
She said
hole
after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
In their basement. Of course.
If there's a pattern in all these stories...
Mmm, tasty beans.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh, Walter. You like power tools. It's fair. Oh, Walter was the one who was not there on the night, wasn't he? Or who was hiding. It's a prep. Yeah, it's a prepper bunker, but you know they said Walter didn't take it very well. Oh, Walter, look at this. Walter just came and hid in the basement, I think. Want some heavier tools if we ever get back to leatherworking. What kind of heavy tools do you use for leatherworking?
I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts
sane. Yeah.
Almost friendly.
Peaches.
And then one day,
am I gonna die of peach poisoning?
Stop. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Peaches.
It's been a week now.
Oh my god, it's 2005.
In 30 years.
I'm sure we started did we start in 1997?
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Okay. In the 70s, and it's 2005 now. Oh, jeez. So yeah, I think it's definitely like a prepper bunker, wasn't it? What's out there somewhere?
Whatever killed Barbara.
No power tools, but a skiving machine and a lace cutter. Need a strap cutter and a stitch. What's a skiving machine? Because to me, skiving is when you don't go to school. And there for 30 odd years. Jeez, can you imagine? That's not going to do well for your mental health. Oh.
Maybe this is all.
You're anything. No. Okay.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
I have a feeling it's going to kill you. We're going to get outside and just...
I want you to know, I'm ready.
Oh, look. It's
I'm going to appreciate
sun.
all of it.
Unfortunately, I've seen no sun and I immediately die of sunburn.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week.
We're on a train track. We're on a train track.
I'd be happy.
We're on a train track. We're on a train track.
I can already imagine.
Why are we on a train? With your family fucking history, why are you on a train track? Yep, there we go. Hello. The boy has come to check why we're on a train track.
Walter died when I was 6.
Sky machine basically makes the leather
I can't
thinner.
believe my mom never told me he was down here.
There. Can't believe that my mum never told me about the creepy uncle that lived in the basement. Or granddad, or whatever he was. Or
I'm sure my
Walter.
mom was trying to protect me.
Poor Walter. I can't quite decide whether getting
Maybe
hit by
she
a
was
train is a
afraid of
quick
it,
way
like
to go or not. I suppose it depends how it hits you.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
It's probably a very
I don't
inconsistent
want to
manner
make the
of
same
death, isn't
mistakes
it?
she made. Trying to
So
bury
what I'm going to
something
do
that's still
is I'm
alive.
going to crawl out through the same way that they died. Emotionally or... Uncle under the
Now that
house
there's
is
only
quite the
one of us
phrase.
left.
Yes.
Or maybe 2. I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh, Walter. Is there something here for me to get? No. Okay. He did really love trains.
Writing this.
Wait a minute. Where the whoa, back up. Oh, okay, right. It came that way and through. Okay, right. I was like, where the fuck did the train go? Broken track. That makes sense. Like a chair on a tree. I'm sure that'll come in later.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Miniature trains in the bunker. Shaking lit. Oh, it was the train coming by every day at noon.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, it's warm. I'm not picking up on subtext. It's too warm for subtext, guys. It's too warm for subtext. Oh, right.
And the history you're a part of.
I can't just walk out into the sea like an Australian Prime Minister, no? Okay.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Right. Let me just allow me to have a thought. Okay. You know how everyone else we've read like a little thing they wrote before they died? Do you think this is our thing we write before we die? Do you think this whole thing is what we're writing before we die? That's why it's sort of talking to someone.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and
what an obituary, can you imagine?
And madness, any of it seems possible.
This is where stupid child yeeted themselves. Did they get rid of the thing, do you reckon? When I don't see a swing, so... Interesting. What if the person you're playing as is...
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
We've got, like... Are we the young... Yeah, we're the youngest. We are the youngest. Well, we're also the oldest because everyone else is fucking dead. But we are the youngest child, youngest member of this family.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
The Addams family.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Who have we got? Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Charlie, Coco, Daisy... Oh my god, everyone's dead. Christopher, Shadow, Oliver, Bob, Shatsy, a frog. Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, and Lucy. Bailey! Why did Bailey get a massive... who knows. Pet Cemetery, indeed. Spelt correctly, though. This is not a Stephen King thing. Also, welcome on in, Joe.
Sven built the house.
Kind of names those. Yeah, no, it's a pet. It's pets, so... Oh, Molly... Oh, good. Molly Finch and a dead cat. Sure. Calvin Finch and the Moon. Really fucking morbid, this, isn't it? Sven Finch, a saw. Edie Finch, a book. Fuck it. Right, so Sven's gonna die from a saw. Edie's gonna die from a book. Walter Finch, some kind of rock. Barbara Finch, a star. Maybe Bailey lasted. You think it based on how long you lasted, how long you lived for? Oh, you've lived for the longest. You get the largest,
I'm sure Odin's mom
largest stone.
Idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
The fuck is this? Dad, no! Please don't die! I'm going down with the house. Immortalize me as a statue. Okay, Dad. We'll do that.
She could see it poking out of the water at
Whoa!
the tide.
Thanks for that, camera. Oh, is that the house? Alright, do you know what? I thought the house must have sank like really far out at sea, but no, if it just sank there, why didn't we swim?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Why is there a flickering light? There's a boy there, apparently. Or a buoy, if you're wrong. If you're correct, no. A boy. Welcome to British English, the way the Queen prescribed it. Oh boy, you've started it now, indeed. Not oh buoy. Okay. Oui. Oh buoy. Oh, I'm standing the Queen now. Sus. I mean, it is kind of sus, yeah. Please, no. Down with the monarchy if we can, please.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
If you don't mind, can we just abolish the
The
monarchy?
older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
While we're at it. Gregory
Her dad had been
Finch.
pretty strict, but it wasn't enough
So,
to save
if
her
we're going by
brothers.
how people
She was
died,
just
Gregory
trying to do
Finch
better.
died because of grass. Sam Finch died because of America. And Gus Finch was, I don't know, blown away. Maybe they gave up on the whole symbolism thing by this point. They were just like, oh, do you know what? We've had enough people fucking die. Milton Finch. Painted to death.
She lost 2 of her brothers.
Sanjay
just like
Kumar.
I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect
I mean,
us.
that's an entirely different person. Swedish colours for Gus. Were they? Oh, okay. Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah. Lewis Finch. Murdered by the king. I guess. Oh, oh, hello, Milton
We
Finch.
never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
What if Milton's not dead? What if I find Milton's... What if Milton's reading this? What if
So
Milton
many
is
things
reading
I
the
wish I
final
could ask
thing?
my mom now.
He came back, he finds Edie
Part of me
dead.
thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday. And find everything out for myself.
Milton just went out for cigarettes. Was Milton the one who went out to sea? I think was Milton not the one who just disappeared one day? I can't remember. I don't think there's been much mention of Milton. Like Milton, who flew. No,
Looking back
no,
on it now.
that was Clive or something like that. It was one of the twins, wasn't it?
If she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, no, that was one of the twins. Either like, I'm 20. Wait, back up. Hang on, I'm pregnant. That was Calvin. Yeah. I never would have come and climbed up this tree when I was 21 weeks pregnant, or months. No, not months.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but
I hope I'm
I
not
think he and my
21
mom had a
months
lot in common.
pregnant. Sounds uncomfortable. Although it's probably an extension of those people who's like, my child is 76 months old.
they were both pretty intense.
Who's this then? Oh, Sam is a U.S. Marine.
Sam
Right.
spent his life shooting
I'm gonna look
photos,
around.
but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera.
How do you think
I
the
guess
U.S.
we're all
Marine
afraid of
died?
something.
Do you want to guess that it... I'm going to guess it wasn't in service. Be interesting for the quote fortunes. Oh God, can you imagine?
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Greet death as an old friend and all that. Has someone taxidermied a cat about to absolutely wreck the shit out of a squirrel? That's beautiful. I want it in my house. taxidermy always seems like such an interesting thing to get into if only you didn't have to deal with dead bodies. Like dead animals. I hate that idea of receiving a corpse, but I love sort of the idea of taxidermy, but not so much the actual doing it. Right, let's find out how that one boat captain from Jaws apparently died. Oh no, I put it down. Accidentally. Right. Your friend has a few taxidermy animals. Ooh, really? That's 7 skulls, including a human one. This is a friend that you definitely don't want to fall out with, yeah?
You'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Uh-huh.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's okay. Got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw.
I didn't seem quite in focus.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
You reckon a hunting accident? Do you reckon he's one of these hunters who refuses to wear the colourful stuff? Because what if the deer see it? What am I supposed to be taking a photo of? There's clearly something I'm supposed to be taking a photo of here, but I don't know what. Or his daughter, maybe his daughter shoots him, I don't know. Yeah, it's clear, it's clearly not continuing, is it, until I've taken a photo of the right thing. Cups of tea are very dangerous. You could easily scald yourself with them on any body part. I genuinely don't see what I'm supposed to be taking a photo of here.
Definitely
Oh, there we go.
Hey!
Here's my dad taking a piss.
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine,
You just did. Oh,
You know who else
no.
thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20
I mean, that's a
years.
propane tank. Fishing staff. Yeah, there's no matches near the propane tank.
Last time I was with my
Good.
brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa's Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
I genuinely don't
Give me a
know.
minute to check the map.
What am I supposed to be?
You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Oh yes, now let's take a lovely picture of poems by Emily Dickinson and a hunting rifle. I'm sure there's some symbolism there.
Maybe. What was it?
Please use caution, stay on trails.
Could have been.
Dad, what do you want me to take a photo of, for fuck's sake? No sign will tell me what to do. I'm an American. If I die, I'll die because I was an idiot. And no government can tell me otherwise.
Good eyes, Don.
A deer. Stabbed by a deer?
Let me get a picture of you.
Oh, I've got a theory.
Dad, I...
What? American?
Let me get behind you.
Oh, I've got a theory.
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
I don't want no government protecting me from myself.
Great shot, Don.
What a bleak shot. What a horrible... Oh, this is an awful parenting experience.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, I know exactly where this is going. Oh, maybe I don't.
Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera.
No, no, I'm gonna get...
Dad!
Yep, there we go. Nope. To be fair, like, I genuinely thought it was going to be dumber than that. I genuinely thought it was going to be Dawn, yeah, Dawn, the kid, being like, okay, back up a bit, Dad. Back up a bit, just like sort of backing up, and then back up a bit, and then he just backed himself off a cliff. That's slightly less idiotic, but also, like, I mean, I'm not going to say he deserved it, but... You saw that coming. Fair. Well, okay then. So where now? Gotta be oh my god, yeah, it's gotta be super... Can you imagine? Like, because she was already crying at the thought of having shot the deer, and then to see your dad get knocked off by the... And also, like, what happened, like, after that photo, what happened to that deer? Is she going to be absolutely traumatized by the fucking deer that has just woken up rather annoyed at having been shot next to her? Oh, there we go. Through the creepy wall. I'm sure if I was paying more attention, there'd be some kind of subtext as to whose room leads into whose, etc., etc. But
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
oh, that's a baby. No, that's a baby. That's a memorial to a baby. I don't like this. No. I don't like this. Dawn, God. I've genuinely just got a really big sinking feeling in my stomach. Raise flags, 7:30 AM. Breakfast, 8 AM. Quiet time, 11 PM. Dawn, sweeping trash. Gus, mop my yard. Greg, be a baby. Jump rope. 100 jump rope. 150 jumping jacks. 100 push-ups. 100 crunches. Run to the mailbox and back. That seems like a decent workout. No mess after dark. All chores before dark. Respect others. Emergency evacuation. Oh, I don't. (1976 to 1977). Sam Finch, a lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days after this summons is served on you to file a written response to the attached complaint petition with the clerk of this court, located at 3527 Clicks County Street, Friday Harbour. A phone call will not protect you. Your written response, including the case number given and the names of all parties, must be filed if you want the court to hear your side of the case. If you do not file your response on time, you may lose the case and your wages, money and property to be taken thereafter without further warning from the court. There are other legal requirements. You may want to call an attorney right away. If you do not know an attorney, you may call an attorney referral service or a legal aid office listed in the phone book. Choose to file a written response at any time, blah blah. So this is a divorce, essentially.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
This is bleak.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never
I was just
met me,
enjoying the kites. Yeah, I
"Need a
was.
stepmom" were the words that
And
I
then
heard.
here we go.
Husband and wife. Make his bride.
Fuck the wedding. Fuck your wedding. Fuck your wedding. Fuck your wedding. Fuck it. Fuck it all. Fuck you all. Well, that's not working.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his
How
middle
dare
finger-
you desire love, Dad? Fuck your love, Dad. If I can't have you, Father, no one can.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Except for Gus, who I assume is going to fly away attached to a kite.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Wait, she said all the humans that she's referencing, they weren't human and everyone... What do you mean?
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
I wish that... what? Oh, good.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
This family is
She never
fucking
talked about it,
awful at
but
keeping people
Mom told me
alive.
once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
They're all just like 90 fucking % of these deaths have been caused by the family just being really shit at looking out for each other. Potentially, what you want to do. Are we going to climb? Okay.
My mom
Potentially, what you
moved
want to
up the
do.
loft after her
Maybe
brothers
pay
died.
attention after the first neglect death. Easily, yeah, all
At
of
the
this so
time,
far has been
it was
pretty
as far
easily
away as you could
preventable. Yeah, after the first sort of neglect death, maybe pay attention to your children. Oh, a Bible.
Religion was another
Lovely.
thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay, so this is my mum. Dawn. Oh, Dawn is my mum. Dawn is my mum. Copy passport to volunteer centre. Meet with relief rep. After school teaching pack. Fly to India. 101 ways to. Yeah, Dawn. Dawn appears to be my mother. Yeah.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
So yeah, so Dawn. Oh, Dawn married Sanjay. Okay. Yeah, Dawn married Sanjay. So Edie married Sven. Yeah. Dawn married Sanjay and had Milton, Lewis, and Edith. Yeah, the mum is the super traumatized one. Yes, I'm sure there's a lot of generational trauma going on here.
When
Always
my dad died,
fun.
I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Right, so that's the... What? Can I go down this way? I can't go down that. Good. Dawn.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Milton, Edith, and Lewis.
And to see kids in the house again.
So, our mum, obviously... Mint, thyme, and sage. Mint, thyme, sage, and basil. Oh, is she gonna have grown some weird something that killed her?
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
I suppose that's what's happened when you you block up every room that someone
And for a
died in.
while, things were good. Almost normal.
Our family history. Fact or fiction? Great job. Awesome. 1 is 1. 2 1s are 2. 3 1s are you don't really need to do your 1 times table, do you? Analyze objectively. Never stop learning. Assume nothing. Respect criticism. Ask tough questions. Reading is a hoot. Edith, Lewis, and Milton. Observation, question, research, hypothesize, experiment, data and conclusions. The scientific method. These efforts end in disaster. To teach and learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom by Dawn Finch. With an apple and a cross. So, religious education.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Milton?
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh yeah, Milton, the one they won't accept is dead. Interesting. I don't know, like that... Because how are we going to discover how he died if we don't accept he's dead? This family's also very bad at processing trauma, you don't say. Yeah, they don't seem great at this, do they? Let's just bottle it up. I mean, like there's something to be said for the fact that they literally close off the room of the person. Just pretend it's not there. It's there, it's locked. We don't do anything with it. We leave it alone. We pretend it's not there. We just build more on top. We build more and more on top of this foundation of just absolute trauma. And just, no, everyone else will be fine, right? Everyone else will be fine in this trauma house. Come on then, Milton. What have you got? The magic
Milton paintbrush. Finch in the magic paintbrush.
So they're British. Yes, precisely. Stiff upper lip and all that. Jesus Christ. This is literally not even cold anymore. We don't talk about just keep a stiff upper lip. Exactly. Oh my god, this isn't even cold anymore. It's awful. Oh, there we go. It's actually kind of nice on my lower back. It's a flip book. There's a lot of pages in this fucking flip book. Was that it?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
1992 to 2003. So when he was 11. Disappeared at 11. Where the fuck does an 11-year-old go? Just fucked. Yeah, he just fucked off. He just said, do you know what? He just said, I've had enough of this fucking generational trauma.
For my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
I've had enough of this. We could probably do better. I'm gonna run off and join the circus.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Your aunt ran off with carnies at 13, if you recall. Hey, fair enough. It's one way to live your life, isn't it?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh. Okay, this is... I'm gonna go back, because I want to just check the other way. But that's obviously the way to go. Oh, no, that's not the way to go. Oh, God. What are you oh-godding? The job at the cannery. Are you having industrial machinery imaginations?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Legalized marijuana. I see, good old Lewis. You're sure everything goes fine at the cannery? I'm sure nothing could go wrong at the cannery. Of all places, a cannery sounds like a good place. He went quietly in his sleep. He just, yeah, like, the cannery's just throwing us all off. He took a deadly overdose of the marijuanas. He did one weed, and it boiled his brain. This is a cautionary tale. This entire game has been an anti-drug message. Don't do the marijuanas, kids. It's bad. My cousin did one marijuana once, and now they're a lesbian. Or something. I don't know what they do. You knew it! I fucking knew it. Dawn for... Dawn... Oh, there's a thing for Dawn.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
He died a lot. Marijuana. Not even once. Also, it's a very good way to tell whether I'm being sarcastic or not about marijuana, is whether I call it marijuana or marijuanas. In case you couldn't tell.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, good.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
That's a promising, promising choppy device, isn't it?
Wander.
Oh, this is interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I'm playing this here with the WASD controls, but also I have to keep...
He said he started small. Imagining
chopping.
A labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. woods. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
My god, this is an interesting, Yeah, I have to continue.
But he took it very seriously.
I have to continue playing, doing both. Oh, this is interesting because literally I am... So you know the whole fish thing? I am just getting myself into a monotonous set of movements.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss.
Genuinely not even paying attention to that side of the screen.
But
which I think is the point.
Employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Like, genuinely anything could be happening over there and I am not paying attention to it.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Which doesn't bode well.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Oh, a doggo friend!
On the edge of a city.
Oh look, it's covering. Yes.
Topia.
Oh look, it's all covering again and again. So I am paying attention to less and less of what is happening in reality.
Slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Cares about the fish stuff. It's not even required.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
This is really cheery and lovely.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Bounds of the cannery are slowly disappearing.
St. Louis.
St. Louis?
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Minneapolis.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Commentary on modern labour conditions. Yes. Probably.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
beautiful prince.
Beautiful prince. The prince was on his own quest for
sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents.
Protects the mountain's south. Is it? Okay.
He followed the sound of his
electric sitar.
Electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
I can't even see it anymore. It's gone.
He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
See what, Sam? See what indeed.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I think this is an actual diagnosis, you think?
He began to forget the world we know.
You've heard, yeah, something like that, yeah. Some kind, like an actual.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
There I am.
He began to despise the man
like
with
a
royal
like
contempt.
the world in his mind is more real and more appealing than the world he actually lives in.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
He climbed onto the cannery escalator.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
I can't move. But I can move to the sides. But I can't get off.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting them.
This is how I dance too. Big cat. There was a big cat. I missed it. Oh god, it's swelling.
His prince waiting, holding his crown.
Like, I don't know how it's coming across there, but the music is now just like...
There was only one thing left to do.
All I can hear. Like, it's inside my head. A+ sound design.
Bend down his head. I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
My brother. So, the only one we've got left is Edie and my mum, then. God, that must... Can you... Oh, God. Like, my mum, just thinking now about what Dawn, my mother, must have gone through. To see her dad die in front of her. And then to have 2 of her children, like, one die, one just disappear. Have everyone in her family die.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
And her, yeah, everyone, like, you look at this. So there's Dawn. So, like, her dad died, divorced from her mum. Her brother dies as a baby when she must have been, what? What's that, like 8 years old? No, 12. Sorry, wrong way round. Fucking hell, I thought you meant my mother. Oh no, Rel, no. Don't worry, also Pokemon named Rel. Just super cheery, happy game. No. Like, in here, so, like, to have both of her brothers die. She was, 9, so I can't do maths. Leave me alone. But no, yeah, to, like, when she's 9. And then another one to die. Just, die there at the wedding when she wasn't paying attention. Like, she wrote a poem for him saying, I wish I'd noticed you were there. One son just disappears in the night. One son gets so dissociated that he just basically gives up on reality. All of her parents, siblings gone. Told that her family is cursed. Well, 9 for Gregory, 14 for Gus, 15 for Sam. Thank you. I'm bad at maths, especially when it's maths of years.
I wish we'd stayed.
32 for Lewis. And then, just to be here. Couldn't do the maths for Milton in time. Sorry. So, died in 2003. But still, you know, regardless of her age, like, a child dying at all has got to have ruined her. Or disappearing even. 25? Sure. Edith, Mom. No, that does not check out fair. I mean, what? 2003. So, 7 years younger than Lewis. Than when she was with Lewis. 42 for Lewis, 35 for Milton. There you go. Books. Her husband. Disaster relief. O God, you who called your servants to ventures which we cannot see the ending, by paths as yet untrodden through perils unknown. Give us faith to go out with good courage, not knowing where we go, but only that your hand is leading us and your love supporting us through Jesus Christ our Lord.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
This is cheery. Also, I thought the power had been cut.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Edith.
But it had to end one way or another.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
This is my room. Edie died in 2010. Dawn died in 2016. Edie died, yeah, same year as Lewis.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Grandmother wouldn't leave.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
The library where everyone's buried.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
That's harsh. History of the Finches by Edie Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
I mean, no, this can't be how she died, because she was at...
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
She was at dinner, unless my grandmother's a ghost.
I lost my way. I got turned around.
Oh, you're feeling uplifted. So uplifted. You're not feeling the love, the happiness.
I started seeing things.
The dear. I feel so bad for Dawn.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
She died at only 48. To be fair, she lived a long time for this family.
But when I saw them, they felt like...
Oh, but don't play Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice! Oh no. Remus! Welcome on in, Remus. How are you doing? Can I get a shout out for Remus, please? You've been playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. Nice. How was it? I have not played myself, but I've watched my good friend Paul play it. How was it? Are you enjoying? Was it fun? Welcome in, everyone. My name is Sam. I'm a variety streamer, and we're playing What Remains of Edith Finch. Please strap in. It's so fucking cheery. Welcome on in, Remus. Remus Raid! Welcome on in. Thank you very much for the follow, YCE. I'm going to call you YCE Man, or... I'm not going to call you Yucky Man unless you tell me to call you Yucky Man. But welcome on in. Iceman! That's so obvious now you've said it. Welcome on in, Iceman. I hope you enjoy your stay. We're playing some really fucking cheery games right now. It was good. You've beaten it. Oh, Shiny Hunting and doing some post-game. Nice. Nice. I know very little about that game. I have not seen it all the way through, but it looks really good. Pleasure meeting you. You've come highly recommended. Oh, Remus. Remus, what have you been telling people?
Or maybe I came back to them.
No, please enjoy your stay. Don't worry, Quotebots, you have no intention of having a child. What did it say? B, get rid of your child. Oh, yes, of course, yeah. Push. But yes, no, Remus is a good friend of the channel.
Explain, but that
and I'm glad he's been bigging me up.
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's
Mom!
mine. Edith! Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I never read the end of the story.
I scream, but Mom dragged me to the car.
I never read the end of the story.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Found no shiny today. Caught some legendaries. Nice. Awesome. What legendaries are in Arceus? I mean, other than Arceus. Also, I'm calling it Arceus. I don't care what the Pokemon Company are trying to say. I'm calling it Arceus. It's Arceus. They just realised that it sounded bad to the British audience.
A few years
they can't back out of it now. You call it Arceus too. Good, because that's what it is.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
There we go.
The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then
Also, they have one specific. The 4th games. Oh, really? Interesting. I'm going to have to look into this. I do love the Pokemon games. I'm going to have to give it a go. Because I'm really interested when I played Sword and Shield, I really quite enjoyed it. And I'd been out of Pokemon for ages before that.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things.
Not a Finch, doesn't matter. And yeah, but to be honest, anyone who wasn't a Finch has been absolutely glossed over. I think we're supposed to assume
how strange
because he was in disaster relief. I think we're supposed to assume that he sort of died somehow during disaster relief.
Supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you.
Right, I mean,
stories myself.
Am I being born right now?
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
I think I am the child. That's who's reading the diary, the child.
This is where your story begins.
I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be there at all.
Yes!
Good luck.
When I showed up, I had a broken arm. I remember that I showed up and I had the cast on my arm, and then all of a sudden I was wearing the arm warmers. And I just thought nothing of it. He just died at 18. Yeah. Well, there you go. Oh. Mama died potentially, yeah. And oh, it was made for his mum. And here they all are as kids. That was I think that was a really good game. I don't know what other people felt about that, but I really quite enjoyed that. I'd heard good things before. It wasn't the most rip-roaring fun time, I'll give it that, but that's really fucking well done. Also, why did every child... There's photos of me that look exactly like this as well. Why did all children look the same as children? All the same facial expressions? A good game. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Fucking heavy shit, though. And also, like, a decent bit of subtext to everything as well. Like, you know, when you could... Here you're back. You got set down. I am glad for this. Weird feeling. Someone who's... Oh! Badger, I'm sorry. I hope this hasn't been too tough on you. I do apologise. Yeah, I am very sorry to hear that, Badger. I hope you're okay. I mean, I'm sure. You knew what you're getting into. That is fair. That is fair. Like, you did when you came in, you sort of said you sort of knew what the whole thing was about. That's so weird. I honestly cannot imagine. I have been very lucky, and I've had no one who was super close to me pass away. I've had people in my life die, but no one who I've has been super close to me. But I don't know. It's very weird, but like very poignant game. But yeah, what I was saying, like the what the fuck was it called? Subtext. This whole thing's been amazing as well, because like you like with the holly berries, where like she dreamt that she was a cat and a bird and everything, and like and eventually the monster under the bed got her. But like if you think about it, she died hallucinating on the holly berries. Or like there's other bits as well that have like there's obviously a whole mythos to all of these deaths and this belief that they're all cursed. And oh, it was Annapurna. I did not know this was Annapurna. Should have guessed, but like this whole mythos to the like all the deaths, and there's a curse on the family, but they're all so... You still wonder what happened to Milton. Do you know what? I'm going to have... Can I tab out? I can tab out. I'm going to have a... While the credits are rolling, because I like to let the credits roll, I'm going to have a quick Google and see if there's like... Because, you know, sometimes it's like, oh, if you pick up on these things left throughout it, you can work out the fate of Milton. Let's have a look. What happened to Milton Finch? The end. Oh, no. Oh, okay. No, sorry. You're just going to take that off me, are you? But there they all are. It's all filled in. Listen. Oh, apparently there's another game by the same developers that has a main character called Milton Finch with a mysterious past. Hang on, let me see if I can get. Let me see if this says on the official wiki. Hang on, let's bring this up. Let's just pause you. Let's see if it says here. Yeah, there you go. In a Reddit AMA with Giant Sparrow, Milton was confirmed to be the same character as the king from the studio's previous title, The Unfinished Swan. Within The Unfinished Swan, the king... Spoilers for The Unfinished Swan, if you're planning on playing The Unfinished Swan. Disliked imperfections. Betrayed conceited, self-centered, never having much luck with people. Obsessed with carving a legacy. Passing the... Oh, with a magic paintbrush. Okay, interesting. So there's a link to another game by the same people. Well, how intriguing. How very interesting. But yeah, so that was What Remains of Edith Finch. That was, as I say, just a really fucking good game. I didn't know what to expect before I went into this, but it was massively fun. I really enjoyed that. Do you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. I know that this is a lot shorter than what we would normally go. So Edith was not the last Finch, apparently. Apparently not. What Remains of Our Happiness? Not a whole fucking bunch. But no, I know this is a lot earlier than I'd normally finish, but I really don't think that there's anything I could follow that up with that would be not a massive like mood kill, I guess. But yeah, guys, we're gonna be back this Thursday playing some more Hades, but plus it wham, I mean there is that too. Alright, time for Gone Home. We've played Gone Home. We played Gone Home a while back. Did we play it for... Played it for last Halloween, I think. Oh, that was a whole wham. It's summer, indeed. Plus it very wham. I'm going to go melt in a corner. But listen, we're going to be back playing some Hades on Thursday. And this weekend, this Saturday, we're going to have an extra long stream. You will see it on the end screen when we do it. But we're going to be playing Stardew as usual. And then from 7 o'clock, we're going to be playing The Forest with friends of the channel, Paul STL and Cool Runnings. So if you've been enjoying our, as it has been dubbed, Chaos Chums, come along and watch that. We're going to probably run a big old long-ass stream, maybe with like a half-hour break in the middle where I can get some food, but we will see. Chaos Chumps, fine. Chaos Chumps. But yeah, listen, thank you so much, everyone. But before we disappear off, should we get a little raid going off over somewhere, yeah? Should we send you guys... Should we send our lovely depressed selves over to really just ruin the mood of someone else's stream? Listen, raid messaging going up in the chat now while I have a quick look and see who we can head on over and say hi to. There's one there for you lovely subs. There's one there for you lovely non-subs. Just copy those, paste them in the chat, and hopefully we're going over to see someone who's not going to be so horrifically sad. Let's see who we've got we can go say hi to. Who have we got? No one there. Interesting. Let me just have a look on here. Is there anyone in the Discord we can go say hi to? No one in particular. Momento's streaming Death Stranding, is she? Yes, but here's the thing. I don't have an excuse for you. Non-Binary Awareness Week stream? Oh, I had forgotten. Indeed, it was Non-Binary Awareness Week. Another happy game. Yeah, good old Death Stranding. Shiny, happy Death Stranding. No, listen, where should we go? Ah, shit. We can't do the sub-raid. Oh, I'm sorry, B. I'm sorry. I can't believe it's been 6 months since your guest sub. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting entirely distracted. Oh, probably because this is so sucking sad. It's okay, you're just forgetful. That's all good. Right, what am I doing? Once there was an explosion. Everyone agreed that was a bad idea, and so we all just ignored it. But no. I genuinely have lost my entire train of thought. Let's head on over and say hi to... Oh, I don't know. Ray, no, I have tremendous anxiety about that entire concept. Not gonna lie. Yeah, let's just see who else is. Let's do it. No, shush. Do it. No, let's stop it. Stop bullying me. You're a mod for her. Doesn't. Sure. Oh, you're gonna make me do it. I bet you can't. No, fucking show you. No, that's not gonna work. Like, genuinely, I'm too warm for this shit. I'm genuinely too warm for this shit. Listen, we're gonna send you lovely people over to say hi to. Sam, believe. I do believe deep within my soul. Deep within my soul that we're gonna send a lovely little raid over to say hi to. I've forgotten their name. Fuck. There we go. I'm gonna send a lovely little raid over to say hi to the lovely. Where are we? Trickster has redeemed B positive. For 5 minutes I must be massively positive. Oh my god, I cannot wait to send this fantastic raid over. Oh, it's gonna be so fucking good. We're gonna go say hi to the lovely Reese Wynn. The lovely Reese Wynn is who we're gonna go raid. Playing a bit of Devil May Cry, which is a cheery, happy, fun game. Cheery, happy, shiny, happy people holding hands game. Listen, thank you. Reese is delightful. I'm glad you agree. I'm glad. See, I made good choices. This is not me chickening out of anything at all. Glad we're all agreed on that. But yeah, no, listen, lovely. Raid messages, I guess, are going up again in the chat. Please give all the love to Reese. He is indeed a lovely being, but still a coward. Look, we can have this conversation off stream, but I have an awful lot of anxiety about raiding people who I look up to in some manner. Therefore, we're going to go say hi to Reese. That was a really backhanded compliment, wasn't it? I'll see you. Oh, shit. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on Thursday for some Hades. That wasn't intentional. Oh, God. Oh, God, that wasn't what I meant, Reese. I'm sorry. Don't tell him. That wasn't what I meant. I'll see you guys soon. And do you know what? Maybe there's something in the works that will make you force me to do this kind of thing. Oh shit, we're raiding apparently.
Oh my! This is exciting. And I tell you why. Hello? Hello? Literally. Is he going to play the other one? Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. Ah. Ah. Hello. I can't believe that. Literally a double raid. I have been tag teamed by both Samalytical and Mino. Welcome on in. Binary Badger, good to see you as always. How you doing? Mino, welcome on in. Mr. Trickster, welcome on